Hey, what's up? It's Cash here. Welcome back to another guitar lick lesson. We're going to be looking at a kind of guitar blues style, almost based off rock and roll players like Slash, Zakk Wylde, Eddie Van Halen. They all kind of played quite a lot in the blues scale. With the flat, which is the minor pentatonic with the flat 5. So I've created a lick and broken it down into 4 different types of segments, which we're going to look at. The cool thing about this lick is you can take each one of those segments and you can play off it and extend it into different parts of the scales. So what that does is it allows you to pretty much learn how to improvise in the sound. So there's no point fully in me teaching like a lick to you that is just from one of the songs, or but rather to actually give you like the backbone behind the thinking of these guys, and how they were achieving some of the sounds that they were getting on their records. And the reason why that helps is because you're now then able to begin to improvise within that sound, and you're able to take that and transfer it into your own playing and transfer it onto your own records and your own solos and things like that. So take your time with it, kind of learn each segment, paste it together, create the lick, and yeah, I hope it helps. Okay, let's take a look at the lick fairly slowly. Okay, so it comes together in a couple parts. You've got the first, so we're pretty much working here in the G blues scale, and which is the G minor pentatonic with the flat 5 note. Okay, so we look at that first part. We're gonna be hitting your high E, pulling off from your B on the 6th down into the 3. And then you're going to be bending that bottom string on the 6th fret. And it's kind of just like a quarter tone, just a quarter tone bend. And then you repeat the same lick, and then on the second time you bend the B string. So you're just getting that little quarter tone. And then on the last time, or the time that you're ready to then let go and go to the next part, you're gonna you can kind of string scrape. You can kind of string scrape those, pretty much running down from your, I would say your A, or even higher up. You can pretty much be on your low E there, scraping all the way down onto your 5th fret on the G string there. And you're going to pull that string down. So you get So now that's the second little bit. Just a little string scrape. So in there I've kind of got like the actual, you're kind of skipping. You're creating a cadence that isn't happening all linear. So that's kind of one part of it. And then that's another phrase. So you've got so when you add those two things together, you get Cool. Okay, now we're looking at the next part. You're pretty much going to be walking up the next pattern. So you're in your major scale pentatonic pattern there, just walking up. So we get to we slide in there. So all together. So you're pretty much walking up the blues scale with the flat 5 in there. And you're pulling off on the B string, that's where you're ending it. So all together. Now you're going to jump. You're going to jump into, you're pretty much running into that flat 5, but we're just jumping. So it's that hammer on pull off. And then take that slowly and then start to speed that up. Test yourself. As long as it's neat, and you're starting to then take the neatness and build the neatness up. And then we're going to look at the next part of it where we do, sorry, where we run into. Yeah, we're going down to 12, 13. And we're going to do a big bend on 13. Pretty much a tone. You can also even push it, tone in a bit. Sometimes it's quite cool to bend it out and pull it back in. So if we look at that from the beginning. Now when you get there, we're going to add the pinky in. So you're going to add that pinky, pull down, pretty much a tone as well. You can slide into it, but I don't think it's necessary. And then you can extend off that. So let's do that slowly again. Actually, let me do it up to pace, and then we'll do it slowly. Yeah, so if we take that really, really, really slowly and we look at it in those segments, you can practice it in those segments. The reason why we break it down into those segments, you know, segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, into segment 4, and segment 5. It's because each one operates in its own way, in its own lick, in its own particular cadence. And then when you add them together, you're getting the whole thing moving through it. So each one can kind of talk on its own. You know, you can take this, and turn it into its own lick. So you can take it into its own lick. You can do the same with, you know, each one's a starter. And back to. Or you can, you know, even the one before. You're taking that as well, and then you're looking at so you can, each one is its own thing, and then you paste them together. The reason why you practice each one as its own thing is because when it becomes a party or play-in, you can then improvise in it and move around it, you know. So let's do that. Let's play the lick once through, and then I'll play it through again with a bit of improv. Cool. So I hope that helps. Hey, it's Cash. Thanks for staying till the end of the video and looking at the lick and working on the segments. I hope that helped, and I hope that you're actually able to take that and build it into your playing. If you like what it is that we're doing here, just drop, hit subscribe. And if there's something that you're looking to work on, or some area of your playing that you're having problems with, drop a comment in the comment sections, and I'll see if I can build something with you or create a couple more videos based on those types of things. And I'll leave a couple links in the description if you want to take your playing further and go into more detail and work one-on-one if needed. So yeah, check it out, and have a good week.